morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you guys are watching this video. Trackstopper back at y'all with another one. Thank you for tuning to 808s and Kicks. So I'm gonna make this bad boy quick. I just got off work not too long ago, and I'm trying to give me a nice quick workout in at the gym. I just want to talk about hype, guys. So today, the Jordan SB4 Navies released. I didn't get a chance to get them. If I had a chance, I would have got them. I do like them, but it didn't make or break me. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me feel like any less of a sneakerhead than I already was. And at the same time, like, you know, the sneaker was pretty hyped up. Let's be real, guys. And my thing is, like, I feel like sometimes hype can ruin a sneaker, and sometimes it could also help a sneaker, depending on how you look at it. Like, if you are a brand like Nike, Adidas, whatever, you trying to make a sale with a shoe, you want that hype there. But if you somebody like myself who's just a regular guy that like to collect sneakers and just love the culture and stuff like that, and been doing it for quite some time, you know, for me, hype really doesn't make or break a sneaker for me. If I like it, I'm gonna go for it. And I've always stood by that, you know, like, not just because everybody's hyping it up and you see so many YouTube videos from other YouTubers, you know, talking about the sneaker. It doesn't really influence my decision as much as it influenced a lot of other people. And of course, mainly a lot of the sneakerheads from, like, I guess you could say younger generations than myself. And before I go any further, I just want to say, I don't mean no disrespect to anyone. I'm not trying to offend anyone with anything I say. And I'm coming from a good place with this, you know, because I can tell you guys, when I first started collecting sneakers and when I didn't hit on the shoe, boy oh boy, like, it was like almost the end of the world for me. I used to take it so hard. I'm talking about, like, I'd be pissed off. I wouldn't talk to nobody. You know, I would just keep to myself in my little, you know, in my little bubble. You know, I'm almost like I'm pouting, like, you know, acting out like a child and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's like, dude, you know, I had to remind myself at some point, like, that's not the only sneaker that's gonna come out. There's gonna be others that come you down the line that you will have better opportunities to get, you know. And when you remind yourself that, it kind of like helps ease the pain, I guess you can say, from when you get that L and stuff. And, you know, Nike, I guess we can call it a shock drop. I didn't get the notification on my phone. When I tried to go on my Nike app, I didn't see nothing pop up. Had one of my buddies hit me up and was like, hey man, did you get exclusive access? I was like, no, I didn't. And then later down the line, I'm looking on Twitter and I'm looking at all this other stuff on social media, and they're talking about, like, it was a link that we had to click on in order to get the sneaker and stuff. And at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, dude, I didn't click on that link, I didn't get the shoe, it's all good, man. So, you know, it sucked because you had to go through that way. So many people had to go through, you know, going on that link just to get the sneaker. At the end of the day, it should have just been a regular shock drop. You know, from what I was understanding, like, only certain people was gonna have access to the sneaker and stuff, while others didn't. And, you know, I don't know how true that was, because it seemed like it was a lot of people that got away with dubs today. And I just want to say, if you were, you know, successful enough, if you were fortunate enough to get you a pair of those SB4s today, I congratulate you all. I'm not hating at all. I mean, me personally, I love to see it. I love to see when I go on Twitter and I see a lot of people getting dubs and stuff, and they posting they, you know, hey, they got this sneaker, they was able to pick it up, you know, because it's some people that, you know, unlike myself, a lot of sneakers that are my grail or are considered grails or shoes that mean a lot to me might not mean a lot to others. And then you have a lot of sneakers that are coming out current day that the younger generation look at and be like, man, they have to have that. And, you know, to be honest with you guys, I love to see people get what they want. I love to see other sneakerheads like myself have that opportunity and have that chance in getting the shoes that they want. So I congratulate you all once again. Congrats to any of you that were able to secure your pair, even if you doubled up, you know. That's good. That's good. But I just want to say, guys, like, if y'all watching this video, don't follow hype. Like, I say this because I've seen a lot of nasty comments on Twitter, you know, with people obviously venting, for the most part, venting their frustration. But at the same time, it's like, if the shoe wasn't hype, you know, a lot of people wouldn't be as upset as they were from not getting the shoe. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, guys, do not let hype ruin a sneaker for you. Do not let, you know, others' opinions ruin the sneaker for you. You know, one thing I could just leave you guys with before I end this video is ask yourself this: when going for a pair of sneakers, you can put in all the raffles and stuff. You can even have other people put in for you on the raffles as well. And we all know these days, this current day, Nike is limiting a lot of pairs of sneakers, you know, because they sales were down. So how do you get your sales back up? Supply and demand, right? It goes without saying. But I'm just saying, guys, moving forward, you know, I get it. Anytime you want a sneaker, it's always gonna suck when you don't get it. It's always gonna suck when you get an L. But at the same time, I just want to say, ask yourself this: you can have a pair of Jordans, whatever, Adidas, whatever sneakers coming out today, and you know you don't get it, but it's another pair of kicks releasing the following weekend, next, say like the next Saturday or whatever. Most of the time Saturdays are the release days anyway. But ask yourself, you know, I didn't get this, I wasn't successful enough to cop this pair today. So ask yourself this: will it suck next weekend if I can get the next pair that come out? You know, and that's what's helped me a lot, guys. You know, I always tell myself, you know what, all right, on to the next one, you know. And it still sucks, you know. I mean, for me personally, if I could, I would love to get every sneaker that I went for. I don't go for every shoe, but it would be nice if almost every shoe that I went for, I was successful in getting. And I know I have a huge selection, and you know, I've been collecting. I didn't just start collecting yesterday. I've been collecting for some time, guys. That's why my collection in this room is the way it is. But if this helps any of you guys, hopefully it does. You know, hopefully you can take something positive from this. You know, don't follow the hype. Do not let hype ruin shoes for you. You know, don't let it ruin sneaker culture for you. You know what I mean? Because there's more to sneaker culture than just following the hype and getting the hottest pair of shoes that's out because you see everybody talking about them and everybody want them. You know, like, you know, it doesn't have to be that way. Just because a shoe doesn't resell at a higher value than another shoe doesn't make that shoe better or worse than any other shoe. You know, so definitely think of that, guys. You know, and I'll be honest with you. You know, lastly, I wanted to start. I did give me a pair of these brick by bricks, but at the same time, I wasn't able to get these at retail. I actually had to put some work in, and I did pay a little bit of resale when the resale was down, and I managed to get me a pair of those. And to be honest with you guys, the only reason I didn't make a video on them is because it's so many videos out there talking about that shoe. And if you missed a certain detail in this video, guess what? There's another video talking about the same sneaker as well. So I basically, you know, I just felt like I don't need to make a video on them, you know. That's just what it is. But at the end of the day, guys, don't follow the hype. Don't let the hype ruin you. Kind of ignore it. Rock what you like. Don't follow hype, you know. Just let that sit on your brain. Let it marinate. Rock what you like, not what's always hype. That's all I gotta say, guys. But other than that, I hope this video hit y'all guys, you know, some kind of way positive. Hope you gather something positive from this video. Don't let hype ruin the shoe. If you was able to secure a pair, that's great. If you wasn't able to secure a pair, that's fine. It's totally fine. Guess what? It will be another sneaker coming out the next week, and so on and so forth, you know. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna wrap this bad boy up. I'm gonna go in and get myself into the gym, give me a quick run in, and enjoy the rest of my day. Stay blessed, stay fresh. Love your loved ones like there's no tomorrow. Until then, I will see you guys very, very soon on the next one. Peace.